Many years ago, I taught briefly as a visiting writer in the MFA program at UC Irvine in Southern California. And this poem registers, I suppose, my New Englander's amazement at the qualities of California light. But I suppose it's also essentially about homesickness. From a California housing development. These acres composed of angular sunlight, yellow grass, obdurate little flowers, are in demand. Verandas, stucco walls, four-square chambers and dormers set with soap-scribbled glass displace the sky's brilliant volume. Though the valley's circuitry has not yet climbed this foothill, by September these rooms should fill with laughter, conversations, nightgowns, weeping, the reader's steady breathing. Now the red roof tiles are stacked like totems of exaggerated smiles. 5 months will finish the road, connect the plumbing and power, turn the ruined nails, papers, withered cactus under, and work them into the succulent strips watercolored on the scaled sketches. Sprinklers will thresh the melting twilight. From under this wide pastel sky, where helicopters dig toward the moon, from this arid hilltop's empty houses, I can only send back abject vertigos of longing. Forgive me the times I have feigned sleep, so as not to answer your whisper in the dark. This is a piece that I wrote 7 months before the birth of our first child. That would be about 24 years ago. Is that enough information or too much? What else do you need to know? A friend had just visited my wife and me, bringing slides, old-fashioned slides in a carousel. Anybody seen that? I know some of you have. In a carousel of his trip to the Solomon Islands in the South Pacific. The poem is called, it's a poem that's located in that odd little space before you go to sleep, before you're really quite dreaming. And it's called The Age of Discovery. When I look down along the blanket's soft swell over you, as if downhill toward a hidden harbor, I wonder if on the sunlit side of the earth you might be wading in a gentle turquoise surf, your dress caught up in hand. Wet fronds hung like green machetes from the ceiling when our friend lit up his slides at Guadalcanal on our wall. After the black volcanic sand, the warplane wreckage, the Betelgeuse and red feather money, people of the last carousels stared in at us. Rain strafed the puddles they stood in ankle deep, glazing black the hair of children who had just received their ceremonial nose rings. So much of the world threatens to remain imaginary that the downpour on the window all night sufficed to join us, at least in knowing there is a blind within to everything and no place that doesn't make its own sound meeting rain. Why do I want to tell you now how strange the skating pond was in summer, when green lampshades still hung from wires over the wrinkling water? What spins out the endless skein of harlequin scarves I go on hauling up with hopeless pleasure on indolent afternoons or sleepless nights? In the dark, breathing room, questions rise all the way to my lips. But I do not wake you, within whom someone else is taking shape even now. Someone who will outlive us, witnessing the end of expeditions we supposed were dreams. And it is pleasing now to summon up a beach's empty canvas, white caps smoking along the bar, and that tiny brig I had as a boy, under crisp yellow sail, its course steadfastly set out of the bottle.